Okay, all are welcome to the class. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So in this, okay, what? Okay. So in this class, we are going to discuss Unit 9, 10, and 11. What is Unit 9? Let us start our discussion with Unit 9. Aims and goals of education in Indian philosophical traditions. You know, Indian philosophy is the oldest and vast, that is topmost philosophy in the world. The seers and sages in India, they have been um, stated their views, their experiences, their feelings, their observations in the form of different write-ups, different banij. So Indian philosophy makes the life better, and if we can, guided by the philosophy of our country, we cannot do any wrong. We cannot touch any wrong path in our life. So in this context, the first discussion point is Sankhya Yoga, educational philosophy of Sankhya Yoga. What is Sankhya Yoga? As we know, Sankhya divides the Laukik aims into three broad categories. What are they? Physical development of aim, knowledge aim, Bauddhic aim. Physical development of aim. From the beginning of the class, we have already discussed body, mind, and spirit, cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. Do you remember or not? Hello. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Development in three aspects: cognitive, affective, psychomotor, that is body, mind, and spirit. So Sankhya philosophy also gives stress on the physical development of the individual. That is very important. Sound body develops a sound mind. If you want for sound mind, so physically you have to be fit. If physically you will be unfit, so automatically your learning, your development, your growth will be hampered, will be affected. So first is physical development aim. Second is knowledge aim. Knowledge aim means it is, who can say what is knowledge aim? Physical development is body or psychomotor development. Knowledge aim,
Sensory organs.
no. I gave the examples like cognitive, affective, psychomotor, body,
Yes.
mind, and spirit. So
Okay.
body or psychomotor development is related to physical development. Similarly, knowledge aim is related to
Cognitive.
cognitive. Very good. Thank you. Cognitive development. That is development of the mind. Body, mind, and spirit. That is mind. Development of mind. So Bauddhic aim, yes,
Intellectual development.
spirit. ମୁଁ ତମକୁ
Spirit.
ତିନିଟା ଏକ୍ଜାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଲି, ତାକୁ କମ୍ପେୟାର କରିବ। ତମେ
Okay.
ଫ୍ଲକ୍ଚୁଏଟ୍ କାହିଁ କରୁଛ ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ? ମୁଁ ତିନିଟା ତମକୁ କହିଲି, କଗ୍ନିଟିଭ, ଆଫେକ୍ଟିଭ, ସାଇକୋମୋଟର। ତା ପାରାଲାଲ କଥା କହିଲି, ମାଇଣ୍ଡ, ସ୍ପିରିଟ, ବଡି, cognitive is mind. So here that is knowledge. So body or psychomotor is physical development. Similarly, bauddhic development is related to, yes,
Affective.
yes, affective, and that is known as ମୁଁ ଦିଟା एग्जांपल ଦେଇଥିଲି affective କହିଥିଲି ଆଉ କଣ
Emotional
କହିଥିଲି
development.
हैं ମୁଁ କହିଲା ବେଳେ ଶୁଣୁଛ ନା ଶୁଣୁନ अरे पाठ पढ़िवा सेक रे जॉइन करछो तो हां ମୁଁ କହିଲା ବେଳେ କଣ ମୁଁ ତିନିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଦି ପ୍ରକାର एग्जांपल ଦେଇଥିଲି आकु ता सहित कंपेयर करिवो रिलेट करिवो ମୁଁ ଦିଟା रिलेट କରି सारलेनी आ रहिला कोन गोटे कहला से पूर्णज्ञा से कहला जे अफेक्टिव ऑल राइट दैट इज राइट आ गोटे छाड़लो कोन सेटा बॉडी माइंड आ कोनटा रहिला
Spirit.
आ कोन तमे तो कंसंट्रेट हे करि पारना कोन करिवो अरे वो तीनटा कथा कहली ताकू रिलेट करौची आ तमे खाता रखियो पेन टा धरिवो लिखि दबो साई संगे कोटा गला टिक मार दबो गोटे पाई जिवो साई साई जब तमर मन रहउनी एरा किछि मन असुविधा किछि नै मन रहिबारे एरा बौद्धिक के रिलेटेड टू spiritual development affective development it is related to your heart your feelings your hearts okay
Sir, one question
हां क्वेश्चन
I
पचरा
want to ask. Sir,
हां
spiritual development is also related to emotional development.
हां related to emotional values your decisions your internal thoughts your feelings सब गुड़ाक सेगुड़ा क्या
Okay, sir.
कॉग्निटिव अफेक्टिव cognitive is only getting information mind तमे किछि इंफॉर्मेशन पाइछ ताकू रिकॉल रिकॉग्निशन करी कहिबो cognitive that is cognitive किंतु अफेक्टिव होउची कॉग्निटिव रु जहा इंफॉर्मेशन पाइलो ताकू एनालाइज करिवो फील करिवो मु तम मानु कहिबी पिले चलो जीवा तमे दे ना मो सहित जाईकरी से ता बाडी रो आंबो चोरेबो तुमको प्रैक्टिकल 100 मार्क देबी एटा कॉग्निटिव तमे ताकू एनालाइज करिवो सर जोटा करले करिवा ना करिवानी प्रैक्टिकल 100 मार्क पाइबा in cognitive in affective sense you can take right decision तो मार्क 100 न प्रैक्टिकल मार्क भलो न मिलु मु से सोई काम करबी बुझला that is the real feeling real decision हला तेनो values हमें काहो केम व्यवहार देखेबा we should be sincere we should be punctual we should be dutiful we should tell truth we do not do harm of anybody else any animal also we should not put a stone to the dog street dog ए काम गुडा को सब न करबा भलो चिंता भलो काम करबा तुम इमोशन सहित तुमर वैल्यूज सहित रिलेटेड होची दैट इज अफेक्टिव कॉग्निटिव अफेक्टिव साइकोमोटर बुझियाला हेलो
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
ओके सदा बेले जे कोनोसी पाठ होची तीनटा जिंस टी नोट करो जदी खाता पेन धरतो नोट करो धरचो नै खाता पेन पाखरे
Yes, sir.
What is accommodation you write accommodation second assimilation assimilation equilibration
Sir, assimilation ପରେ କଣ କହିଲେ?
equilibration equi equilibration ओके आज 1.5 घंटा क्लास पर मन पकेबो हमें क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कशन करबा 1.5 घंटा क्लास पर ओके so the first one is accommodation if you cannot accommodate your previous knowledge or assimilate your previous knowledge to new concept new information so you cannot learn any learner cannot learn. We are giving examples frequently. Why? Not to accommodate and to assimilate, to develop the correlation between past experience and past knowledge and new information. नुआ कथाटे मु एठी तुमको तीनटा वर्ड कहली, गोटे हला फिजिकल डेवलपमेंट, नॉलेज एम आ गोटे बौद्धिक एम. ए नुआ कथाटा को मु जोड़िली का सहित ना पूर्वरु तमे जहा पढिछ, कोन पढिछ, कोन पढिछ पूर्वरु?
Cognitive, affective, psychomotor.
वेरी गुड. काई मु जोड़िली ना एठी तमे जानि परिबो, ओ एठी जहा कहिछ हम आगुरु जानिचो ता सेही कथाटा, ताहाले इट कैन remain in your mind permanently. नहले सेठी पढिछ तमे जानिछ, तमे सेही कथा जानिछ, किंतु एठी तुमको गोटा नुआ नुआ पाठ लागिवो. बुझियला? तेनो as a teacher, teacher's role is like this. Through example, through illustration, पिला को नै जीव तार पूर्व दुनिया को, जो दुनिया विषय तार धारणा अछि, ज्ञान अछि, गरिमा अछि, सेही कथा सहित यदि नुआ कथाटा को तुम जोड़ी देई पारलो, पिलाटा कांसेप्ट फॉर्मेशन हे गला. तो ए तीनटा को जो लिखिछ ताकू बंधनी देई कि तीर मारी के लिखि दियो कांसेप्ट फॉर्मेशन. कांसेप्ट फॉर्मेशन, accommodation, assimilation and equilibration, ए तीनटा को हेले तमारा कांसेप्ट फॉर्मेशन हबो. You can form your concept. That is construction of knowledge. Construction of knowledge. Knowledge can be constructed. बुझियला? Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Acha. Next, come to the second point, knowledge aim. Here, sense organs are related. Sense organs are the most basic instrument of the knowledge getting process. How can we get our knowledge? Now, through using our sense organs. There are 5 sense organs. In previous class, we have already discussed. Without using our sense organs, we cannot learn anything. So we can learn, we can get information, we can realize, you can analyze, you can form our concept using our sense organs like touch, smell, see or visualize, hear, and taste. Okay, so sense organs are very important. The information obtained from the environment pass through the sense organs to our mind. आम एनवायरमेंट रे जहाँ आम इनफॉरमेशन पाइले आम सेंस ऑर्गन द्वारा से आम माइंड की जाए, माइंड तक एनालाइज करिए. देयर इज ए प्रोसेस इन आवर माइंड. इन द प्रोसेस इट विल आम जमती खाद्यटा खाइले तार सारांश गुड़ाक आम ब्लड रे मिसुची, रक्त तैयारी करूची, आम बंचिबा पई सहाय्य करूची. जोड़ा आवश्यक नहीं से कौन रोची शरीर ना बाहर जाऊची? रोची
बाहर जाउछ सर.
बाहर जाऊची. सेमती when we get the information, सेटा हला खाद्य, that will be processed in our mind, which are necessary, that will remain, others will be deleted, so that the human being, the individual will be a good learner, will be a good human. जदि सेतक न होई दरकारी अदरकारी सबू मान मन रे रहिला, कौन फल दबा? अरे कौन फल दबा?
किछि नाही.
हमको विध्वंस आड़ को टाड़ी नब. It will spoil our life. So another is bauddhic or intellectual development. It develops our sense organs. Sense organs can be developed with this. It can develop our emotional ability. It gives mastery over our emotions. We can control our emotion like anger. If one can understand everything, he or she cannot get angry immediately, or jealousy. So Bauddhic Jnana, that is known as intellectual knowledge, this is the higher kind of knowledge than mental knowledge. ଆମେ ଆଗରୁ ଆଲୋଚନା ବହୁବାର କରିଛେ. So mental knowledge is just getting the information, that is cognitive aspect. But affective aspect is the feeling, emotional development, our values, our good deeds. ଆମର ମନ ଆଉ ବିବେକ ଦିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଅଛି ଆମର, ନାଇଁ କି? ମନ ସଦା ଚଞ୍ଚଳ, କିନ୍ତୁ ବିବେକ ହେଉଛି ସ୍ଥିର. Slow water wins the race. Slow walk wins the race. In the slow water dissolves the stone. ଧୀର ପାଣି ପଥର କାଟେ. ମନ୍ଥର ଗତି ୱିନ୍ ମଧ୍ୟ କରିଦିଏ. ତମେ ଜାଣିଛ ଠେକୁଆ ଆଉ କଇଁଛର ଗତି କଥା. କଇଁଛ ହିଁ ଜିତିଗଲା. ସ୍ଲୋ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଷ୍ଟଡି ୱିନ୍ ଦି ରେସ୍. ସେଇଭଳି ସେଇ ନେଚର ହେଉଛି ବିବେକର. ମନ ଚଞ୍ଚଳ, ଏଇଟା କରିଦେବି ସେଇଟା କରିଦେବି ସିଆଡ଼େ କରିଦେବି ଇଆଡ଼େ କରିଦେବି ସିଆଡ଼େ କରିଦେବି. If we control our mana, our vivek will be developed. If we cannot control our mana, jaha mana କହୁଛି ଆମେ ସେୟା କରିବା, so our vivek will be poor. Day by day vivek cannot take any decision. So what we do, that will be wrong, that will be wrong, that will be wrong step for us. ସେଇ କଥା କୁହାଗଲା ଯେ ବିବେକ or ବୌଦ୍ଧିକ ଜ୍ଞାନ, that is known as intellectual development, that is the higher sense of knowledge, mental power. Mental knowledge starts with the sensation, goes to perception, and then formation of a concept. sense organ information ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିବ, ତାକୁ perceive କରିବ, correlate କରିବ, assimilate କରିବ, accommodation କରିବ, ତାପରେ ଯାଇକି concept formation ହେବ. just ଟିକେ ପୂର୍ବରୁ ମୁଁ କହୁଥିଲି. So before concept formation first we get the information. ପ୍ରଥମେ ଆମେ କ'ଣ କରିବା? ଯେକୌଣସି ଇନଫର୍ମେସନଟାକୁ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ କ'ଣ କରେ?
ଗ୍ରହଣ କରେ,
ରିସିଭ୍ କରେ. ସେ ମାଇଣ୍ଡ ଭିତରେ ଯାଇକି ପ୍ରୋସେସ ହୁଏ. ସେ ପ୍ରୋସେସଟା ହେଉଛି ଗୋଜ୍ ଟୁ ପରସେପସନ୍. ଆମେ ପରସିଭ୍ କରୁ, ମାନେ କୋରିଲେଟ୍ କରୁ ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ସହିତ. ଆଉ କ'ଣ କରୁ? ତାକୁ ଆକୋମୋଡେଟ୍ କରୁ, ଆସିମିଲେଟ୍ କରୁ ଆମ ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ସହିତ. ଯୋଉଟା ଦରକାର ତାକୁ ରଖୁ, ଯୋଉଟା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ତାକୁ ଡିଲିଟ୍ କରିଦେଉ. ଏବଂ ଆଟ୍ ଦି ଏଣ୍ଡ କ'ଣ ହୁଏ? ଏଣ୍ଡରେ କ'ଣ ହେଲା?
ଇକ୍ୱିଲିବ୍ରେସନ ଲାଷ୍ଟ
କନସେପ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମେସନ୍. ଗୋଟେ ଦିଥର ତିନିଥର କହିସାରିଲେଣି, ପିପିଟା ଶୋ କରୁଛି, ମୁଁ କହୁଛି. ସେ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମେସନ୍ ହବ. କନସେପ୍ଟ ମାନେ ବୁଝିବ ପିଲା. କନସେପ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମେସନ୍ ଅର୍ଥ ପିଲା ପାଠଟାକୁ ବୁଝିବା, ଅଣ୍ଡରଷ୍ଟାଣ୍ଡିଂ. ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ ପିଲାକୁ କିଛି କଥା କହିଲେ, ଯେତେବେଳେ କହୁଛେ ସିଏ ତାର ଅଟୋମେଟିକ ପ୍ରୋସେସରେ ପରସିଭ୍ କରୁଛି, ତା ପରସେପସନକୁ ନେଉଛି, ନେଇକି ତାକୁ କୋରିଲେଟ୍ କରୁଛି ତା ପ୍ରିଭିୟସ୍ ଏକ୍ସପିରିଏନ୍ସ ସହିତ. ଆକୋମୋଡେସନ୍, ଆସିମିଲେସନ୍ ଡାକିଛି ବାରମ୍ବାର. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ମୁଁ କଲା ପରେ ଲାଷ୍ଟରେ ସେ ପହଞ୍ଚୁଛି, ବୁଝୁଛି. ସେ ବୁଝିବାଟା କୁହାଯାଏ କନସେପ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମେସନ୍. ଏଥର ମନେ ରହିଲା ନା ମନେ ହେଲାନି?
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍, ମନେ ରହିଲା.
That is concept formation. So information, receiving information, then perception, then concept formation. এটা হলা স্টেজেস. সেই কনসেপ্ট ফর্মেশন হলা পরে আমি জানিবা তার বৌদ্ধিক ডেভেলপমেন্ট হইছে, ইন্টেলেকচুয়াল ডেভেলপমেন্ট হইছে. It is important in itself as it provides the basic information necessary for taking appropriate decision of the part of the buddhi. So ଯେତେବେଳେ ପିଲାର କନସେପ୍ଟ ଫର୍ମେସନ ହେଇଯାଏ, he can understand easily and he can take decision as per need. आवश्यक मुताबिक से निष्पत्ति नहीं पारे. Then Jaina philosophy and its aim of education. Jaina philosophy, we know about Mahavir Jain. Knowledge that inspires a man towards a good, pure and pious life is vidya or education. What is vidya or education? Suppose jane common man पचारिबो शिक्षा कोन विद्या कोन कोन कहबो ए वाक्यटी को मन रख. Knowledge that inspires a man towards a good, pure and pious life, towards a good, pure and pious life is known as education or vidya. ଯାହାର ବିଦ୍ୟା ଅଛି ବୁଦ୍ଧି ଅଛି ସେ ଭଲ ଏବଂ ପବିତ୍ର ଜୀବନ ଯାପନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଚାହିଁବ.
सेंटेंस टा आउते रिपीट करो.
स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं जाऊ ना मु सहीथ्रु पढ़ी कहिछि स्क्रीनशॉट नहीं जा. ये जो स्लाइड रे अछि knowledge that inspires a man towards a good, pure and pious life is vidya or education. Think about all the friends of a class. When think about your school life. 10th class रे तमे जते पिला पाठ पढुथिलो सब पिला सेतरो अधिकांश पिला वर्तमान कोन करूछन ए मन पगे कहला 10th क्लास रे तुम जते सब सांग थिले पाठ पढुथिलो ए मन पगे को अधिकांश पिला आज दिन रे कोन करूछन हैं एनी इनपुट नहीं. अच्छा केते जन पिला सत कहउतले सारन का आगे
10%.
10%. Good. Any others opinion? Any others
Sir,
opinion?
2%.
2%. Okay. Any others? अन्य मानकर मतामत दियो केते परसेंट पिला सत कहउतले सारन का आगे
10% सर.
10%. अच्छा 2 10 धरो 10% मैक्सिमम इज 10%. देखो knowledge that inspires a man towards a good, pure and pious life that is education. अर्थ जे मिछ कहिला जे समयानुवर्ती हेलानी जे अन्यर अपकार चिंता कला जे खराब मनोभाव नहीं कार्य कला सेमानकर जेते पाठ पढ़ी से एमए पीएचडी से डीलीटी जहाँ डिग्री थेले भी तांको आमे शिक्षित कहि परिबा नाही. Because they have no education, they have no vidya. तांग पाखरे विद्यार अभाव काहेकि ना they are not maintaining good, pure and pious life. To do this, an individual must be truthful, helpful, do all the work with coordination, respect to others, don't think bad of the society or individual or any thing. ताहले हमें कहबा he or she is good, pure and pious. Okay. थिले थाउ पछे गुण हजार चरित्र नथिले सबु असार. जिते गुणर अधिकार तमे ही थाओ जिते ज्ञानर अधिकार ही थाओ if you are not taking right decision, if you are not maintaining a pure and pious life, so there is no education, you have no vidya. Knowledge relates to the religious and spiritual life or vocation. तीनटा जिनस टिके नोट करो खाता रे. Religious life, spiritual life and vocation. तीनटा नोट कर नोट कला
Yes, sir.
डू यू नोटेड
Yes, sir.
तीनटा
Yes,
जिंस
sir.
नोट करिया कहती
Yes,
कोन
sir.
कहतिली कोन कहतिली
Religious
Religious life, spiritual.
spiritual life and vocation. What is religious life? You see, today, if you notice or observe, each and every individual is accompanied with a religion, which belongs to Hindu, which belongs to Muslim, which belongs to Christian, which belongs to Buddhist. In addition to that, number of spiritual schools are now functioning, like Om Shanti. Om Shanti. What is the religion of Om Shanti? Say Hinduism. But they are a group of people, they are observing that. Another is कौन सब ओम शांति भले आहुरी कौन सब अछंती ए जो सब टंका 10 पैसा 8 ना पकांती समस्ते कौन ता कहूचे
जय गुरु दीक्षा
हाँ जय गुरु
Jai Guru.
जय गुरु another groups are there who are wearing only what na the white dresses the different types of मोर तो मोर आइडिया नहीं जय गुरु ओम शांति एमती मु केतरा मोर मन अछि हला these are also belongs to the religion group of people. They are developing the different religious thoughts and feelings as per the Bani or talk of God and Goddess. Similarly, they are maintaining spiritual life. Think about Ramakrishna Paramahansa, the symbol of a spiritual life. Vivekananda, the symbol of spiritual life. Okay, so all are maintaining spiritual life. So everything is related to our vocation. सर्पकूले जात कलु मते स्वभाव छाड़बी केमंते रिपीट सर्पकूले जात कलु मते स्वभाव छाड़बी केमंते अर्थ कौन जिते भगवान साप को बचाला तू कहीं निरीह लोक कामुड़ीचु से लोक मरी जाउछंती सेठी से कहिसंती जे आपण ही मते सर्पकूले जात करछंती सर्पर धर्म होला से दंशन करिवो तले व्हाट शैल आई डू why you are giving punishment to me it is your willpower you will that you gave birth me in that breed so it is my nature I am doing with my nature that is education so education is that when we can acquire the consciousness awareness or information to be good pure and pious पवित्र जीवन यापन आम करवा जदि एक समस्त पाखे शिक्षा रहिबो तमे सबुदिन खबर कागज आड़ेला बेलू टीवी खोलला बेलू कहीं ना कहीं विजिलेंस द्वारा ट्राप होउछन आमको पैसाटे मिलूनी मास शेष को आम दरिद्र क्या हाथ पते चलुचे किंतु तांको पाखरे बिड़ा बिड़ा टंका सब फोपाड़ी दउछंती से माने बुझिगला बुझिगलानी आमे कहबा कि समान को पाखे शिक्षा दीक्षा अछि नो they have no education they are not educated they are not the eligible candidates to acquire the vidya. Then second is metaphysical aspect of Jainism and its aim of education. Jainism concept कहला जे जदि आम जीवन होची मूल्यवान बा हमर जदि शिक्षा अछि हम कहबा ताले हम लाइफटा प्योर होबा दरकार गुड होबा दरकार पायस होबा दरकार. Similarly according to Jainism the jiva as a result of its own karmas action acquires layers to which cover the jivatman. से कौन कहूची ना हमर जो ऑर्गेनिज्म अछि the function of the organism is known as our karma. People say, what do people say? People say if you do good you go to the heaven, if you do bad you go to the hell. ए ना नहीं भलो काम कले स्वर्ग को जीव खराब कले नरक को जीव. Where is heaven, where is hell? Do you know where is hell and heaven?
No, sir.
With our karma.
No, sir.
It is correlated, closely associated with our karma. There is no hell, there is no heaven. किछि स्वर्ग नरक किछि नहीं. If we do good, the people will praise us. We will get due respect in our society, in our surrounding. That is our heaven. If we do bad, automatically we can go to the hell. People हमको निंदा करिवे. That is our hell. उठी गले जम जंत्रणा से तेल कड़े रे पकेबार किछि चांस नाही. एठी तेल कड़े रे पड़िबो, एठी जंत्रणा पाइबो, एठी. Think about the vice president is a group of board of secondary education of Odisha. अरे जो ओटीटी दउछ ओएसएसटी दउछ टीचर होउछ केते टैलेंट माने सेठी बळी पडुछंती. क्वेश्चन बिका जाउची अयोग्य लोक गुडा पैसा दे किणी से माने चाकरी पाउछंती. क्वेश्चन ओटीटी ओएसएसटी क्वालिफाई करूछंती योग्य पिला गुडा को क्वालिफाई करि परनाहंती. तार टैलेंट अछि. सो आठ बळी को धर्म अन्याय को संसार किछि अछि. So according to Jainism, our karma is our reward. Karma gives us the reward, whether bad reward or good reward. The bad dispositions which may manifest in the form of a karma, the passion, that is anger, greed, attachment, egotism, जोड़ा आमे ना कहउथिले क्रोध, अनेक ईर्षा करिबा, लोभ करिबा, अति लोभे मृत्यु. तेणु अति दर्प करिबा, गर्व करिबा, these are the bad dispositions of human life, so it should be avoided. Guna, that is forgiveness, simplicity, अन्य को आमे क्षमा जागुणे जाहृदय क्षमा आचरई सेमन वैकुंठे बसई. ता अर्थ जे क्षमा देवा लोक सदाले बड़ वैकुंठ को जीवार से होची योग्य. क्षमा करबा लोक ही महान. Forgiveness is the best quality of an individual. Simplicity. Jainism thought or philosophy schools of Jainism says simplicity, simple living and high thinking. Nothing can be achieved with the luxurious life. सदा बेले मर्सिडीज कार रे जीवो, कॉस्टली ड्रेस पिंधिबो, गोल्ड ऑर्नामेंट घंटा सब गोल्ड घंटा सब हीरा घंटा मोती माणिक पिंधिबो. ता माने जीवनटा तमर स्वर्ग को पळै जीवो ताहा ठीक नुई. So simple living and high thinking is very important. Mahatma Gandhi just wear the cloth without covering the knee. Nothing was in the body. Entire body is bare. But he was the father of our nation. How could he become the father of our nation? By way of his work, simple living and high thinking. His thought was very wonderful. His thought was very acceptable. Due to his good thought, good deed, he became the father of nation. କୋଉଠି ସେ ଲକ୍ଜରିୟସ୍ ଲାଇଫ୍ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ୍ କରୁଥିଲେ ନା ଖଣ୍ଡେ କପଡ଼ା ଆଣ୍ଠୁ ଲୁଚୁ ନଥିଲା ସେତିକି ସେ ପିନ୍ଧୁଥିଲେ ବେୟାର ବଡିରେ ସେ ଚଳୁଥିଲେ କିନ୍ତୁ ସେ ଜାତିର ଜନକ ହେଲେ ଦେଶ ପାଇଁ ସ୍ୱାଧୀନତା ଆଣିପାରିଲେ ସୋ truth and self consciousness is another important elements of the goodness of an individual. Always try to tell truth and we have to be conscious. What conscious? Now what we are, what am I, why the God has given me the birth as a human being. କାହିଁ ମଣିଷ ମୋତେ ଭଗବାନ ଜନ୍ମ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି କାହିଁ ଭଗବାନ ମୋତେ ମଣିଷ ଜନ୍ମ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ମୋ କର୍ମ କ'ଣ ମୁଁ କିଏ ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କରିବା ଦରକାର these are the thoughts of every individual by dint of education one can think so. So these are the different values or gunas of the individual. Next, Buddhist philosophy of education. After Jainism, then Buddhism. What did Buddhist philosophy of education says? There are novel truth. What are novel truth? এটা সব মনে রাখিব যেহেতু সমস্ত টিচিং প্রফেশন অছ এটা সব মনে রাখিব কাହିଁ କହିଲ এগুলা মনে রাখিবা দরকার কোন ପାଇଁ এনিবডি
ଛୁଆ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ବି ଏସବୁ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଦେଇପାରିବା
ଛୁଆ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଦେବା ସହିତ we can maintain a holy life. To maintain a holy life we have to remember all these. କାହିଁ ନା ଇଏ ଆମକୁ ୱାର୍ନ କରିବ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଭୁଲଟେ କରିଥିବା ବା ଆମ ମନ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଚଞ୍ଚଳ ହେଇଯିବ ଇଏ ଆମକୁ କନସିୟସ୍ କରିଦେଉଥିବ ସଚେତନ କରିଦେଉଥିବ ଆମ ଲାଇଫଟାକୁ ଗୋଟେ ପାୟସ୍ ଲାଇଫ କରିଦେବ ଗୋଟେ ପ୍ରଥମ କାରଣ ଏଇଟା ସେକେଣ୍ଡ we can give the teaching not only our children but also in the society but also in our society. So our society is very important. So our social people, the people of our society is very, very important. So life is full of sorrows, sufferings and mental agonies. Life is full of sorrow and suffering. Yes or no?
yes sir
Life is completely sorrow and suffering. Every moment we have sorrow, we suffer, and we are living with mental stress and strain. No one is free from mental stress and strain, even if we say Adani, Ambani, say Sibani, say Tata, Birla, Dalmia. All are not free from mental stress and strain as well as sorrow and suffering. ଯେତେ ଧନ ସମ୍ପତ୍ତି ଥାଉ ଯେତେ ପ୍ରାଚୁର୍ଯ୍ୟର ଅଧିକାରୀ ତୁମେ ହେଇଥାଅ କି ବେଳେ ବେଳେ ତୁମର ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ସରୋନେସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦେୟାର ୟୁର ସଫରିଂ ଇଜ୍ ଦେୟାର ଆଣ୍ଡ ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେନ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦେୟାର ସେଥିରୁ କେହି ଫ୍ରି ନୁହନ୍ତି ଏକଥା କହିଥିଲା ଏହା ହେଉଛି ଚିରନ୍ତନ ସତ୍ୟ ଆକର୍ଡିଂ ଟୁ ବୁଦ୍ଧିଷ୍ଟ ଫିଲୋସଫି ଦିସ୍ ଇଜ୍ ଦ ୟୁନିଭର୍ସାଲ ଟ୍ରୁଥ୍ କେହି କହିପାରିବେ ନାହିଁ ଯେ ମୋର ଟେନସନ୍ ନାହିଁ ସରୋ ନାହିଁ ସଫରିଂ ନାହିଁ ବା ମୋର ମେଣ୍ଟାଲ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେସ୍ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରେନ୍ ନାହିଁ no one in the universe can say ହେଲା ଏପରିକି ରାମଚନ୍ଦ୍ର ମଧ୍ୟ was living for 14 years with sorrow and suffering mental stress and strain. Krishna Bhagavan he was also suffering from stress and strain and living with sorrow and suffering. Yes or no? अरे प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान कृष्ण कर थिला ना नथिला stress and strain?
yes sir
Yes, sir.
So,
let's
second truth is these sufferings have some causes ये जो sorrow and suffering man को मनुष्य को आसे due to some certain causes, certain cause कारण रु आसे हला कौन से कारण थाए तुमर सर दुख बा मेंटल स्ट्रेस स्ट्रेन पछरे किछि ना किछि कारण थाए या होची गोटे सत्य. Third truth is it is possible to get rid of the suffering that we have. If we try, we can minimize our suffering. Most of the time, suffering and sorrows comes from of our negligence. If we be conscious, if we be aware, if we maintain a pious life, so we can avoid the sorrow and suffering. Ame avoid kari pariba. There are ways to end these sufferings. A suffering गुड़ाक एंड करिया पई मध्य विभिन्न पंथा बा बाट अछि. अछि ना नहीं?
ଅଛି sir.
अछि. So, according to Buddhist philosophy of education, there are 8 margs. Ashtanga marga ta kuha jaye. Ashtanga marga. 8 paths. There are 8 paths. Ashtamarg by 8 paths. One is Samyak Drishti. Samyak Drishti. The first marg is, first path is Samyak Drishti. Second is Samyak Sankalpa. Third is Samyak Vaka. सम्यक कर्म, सम्यक आजीविका, सम्यक व्यायाम, सम्यक संजीति, सम्यक समाधि. अर्थ कौन? सम्यक दृष्टि मीन्स right knowledge or perception. You have to always try to acquire the right knowledge and perception. Right knowledge and perception. जो ज्ञान आहरण करिवो that must be right, that must be truth. भूल भटवा ज्ञान आहरण करिवो नाही. जने कहबो 1 रे 1 मिसले 2 आ जने कहबो 1 रे 1 मिसले 3. Which is right? That must be accepted. Right determination or will. So your will should be rightly accepted. Willpower is very important, but willpower is accepted rightly. Right willpower. एना जने डकैती होवा पई willpower रखियो. Is it right?
No, sir.
No sir.
Yes. Yes. तेणु constructive willpower ऊपर गुरुत्व देबो. Okay. So right speech. Right speech. Speech, your talk, your expression of your opinions and thoughts, that should be valued. How? Now, if you speak rightly, right conduct or action, your behavior should be appropriate. Your conduct should be, your action should be right. Right vocation means livelihood. बरं मु पखाळ भात खाइबी किंतु चोरी करी मटन मांस खाइबी नाही. से विजिलेंस द्वारा बंधा होथिबा व्यक्ति होई भाबरे होई मोर पेल फेस मु सारा देशवासी के देखेबी नाही. सारा देश लोक से भिखारीटे मध्य को द्वारे देखरे देख केडे बड़ डकैती बसिछि सेठी देख पुलिस बांधुछि. हो ना नहीं?
No sir.
Yes, sir.
So, right exercise or practice. Our activities, our practice should be right. That must not be wrong. Right remembrance or repetition. Repeat karibi, again practice karibi, that must be right. Right meditation. So, when I worship or sit in meditation in the sake of to reach at the God or goddess, so that must be right. मु मेडिटेशन करिबे नहीं भगवान ठो आशीर्वाद नहीं कि मु सारा लोकन को सब असुविधा सृष्टि करिबी राक्षस मान को भलिया. हम यदि पुराण पढ़िबा सेठी कोन को जाईची राक्षस माने बर पांती. कोन बे बर पांती? अरे तपस्या करंती राक्षस माने. कोन बे राक्षस माने 3 प्रकार लोक तपस्या करंती. मानव, राक्षस, देवता. दानव. देवता, मनुष्य एवं राक्षस एमाने सब तपस्या करंती भगवान को संतुष्ट करिया पई. कहार उद्देश्य कोन थाए कहलो टिके?
ସାର୍ ରାକ୍ଷସ ମାନଙ୍କ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ଥାଏ ସେ ଅମର ହେବେ କେମିତି?
ରାକ୍ଷସ ମାନ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ ହେଲା ଟୁ କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ ଡିଷ୍ଟ୍ରକ୍ସନ, ହଁ ନା ନାଇଁ?
ୟେସ୍
Yes,
ସାର୍।
sir.
ଦେବତା ମାନଙ୍କର ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ କଣ ଥାଏ? ଦେବତା ମାନଙ୍କ ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ କଣ ଥାଏ?
ଲୋକଙ୍କ ମଙ୍ଗଳ କରିବା ଅନ୍ୟମାନଙ୍କର।
Yes, to do to better do good to others as well as for realization, self realization. ଯଦି କିଛି ଭୁଲ ଭଟକା ଅଛି ତାର ସଂଶୋଧନ ପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ ମେଡିଟେସନ କରନ୍ତି। ମାନବ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେଇଆ। Okay, these are the Ashtamark according to Buddhist philosophy of education. Then aims of education. What are the very important aims of education? That is moral life. Which life we are maintaining? We are living with moral values like truthfulness, honesty, sincerity. So there are different type of moral values are there. Do you know how many types of values are there? केते प्रकार वैल्यू अछि टिके कहलो टिके समस्त मत मध्य केते प्रकार वैल्यू अछि? How many types of values are there? Yes, come up with values. गोटे अरे न जानी था गोटे अनुमान लगे कुह केते प्रकार है सब
सर केते प्रकार तो जानिले केते जानिछि?
नहीं जेतिरा जानी छ कोन केते प्रकार रो 10 15 20 50 100 500 1000? यस, यस,
Sir, moral values,
हाँ,
सर एथिकल वैल्यूज,
social values,
यस,
Spiritual,
स्पिरिचुअल वैल्यूज,
psychological value,
ओके,
functional value,
ओके, वेरी गुड,
Personal values.
पर्सनल वैल्यूज, ओके, ओके. If we think in number, you are not able to say
4 types, sir.
just some speak it 4, some speak it 10, some speak it 20, but I have 11 types of values. ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଗୋଟେ ଟୁଲ ଅଛି। ମୁଁ ଜଣଙ୍କର PhD ଲେଖାରେ ସହଯୋଗ କରୁଥିଲି, PhD thesis ଲେଖାରେ ସେ ମାଗିଥିଲେ ସାଇକୋଲୋଜିକାଲ ଲ୍ୟାବ୍ ଆଗ୍ରାରୁ ଗୋଟେ କିଣିଥିଲେ 5000 ଟଙ୍କା ଦେଇକି ଗୋଟେ ଟୁଲ ଟେଷ୍ଟଟେ ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ ଟେଷ୍ଟ କରିବା ପାଇଁ। ସେଥିରେ ଥିଲା 111 ପ୍ରକାର ଭ୍ୟାଲୁ। କେତେ ପ୍ରକାରର? 111 ପ୍ରକାର। 111 types of values are there. So aim of education is very important to improve the value, moral value of the individual. Every individual must have developed their moral value. Second is development of personality. କହିଛି ଥିଲେ ଥାଉ ପଛେ ଗୁଣ ହଜାର, ଚରିତ୍ର ନଥିଲେ ସବୁ ଅସାର. So your personality is very important. Personality gives you the reputation, recognition in the society. So our personality should not be lost at any cost. Conservation of a culture. So another important aim of education is to conserve the culture from generation to generation. From generation to generation. What culture was adopted by our fathers, forefathers, now we are practicing those. Our children will be practicing these. How? Now by dint of education. Education should be imparted to the children, to the individual in such a way they can preserve, they can conserve their culture from generation to generation. Then another is total development. What is total development? What is total development? Yes, anybody? ना जानिଛ ତମେ ସମସ୍ତେ total development କଣ?
physical, psychological, intellectual,
Very good.
Economical,
That
all
is known as
development of a
all-round
man.
development. Yes, that is all-round development. The answer is all-round development. So all-round development of individual is also another. Only what our parents and teachers are doing now in schools, only they are giving stress on cognitive aspects of the children. Cognitive aspect, no. All-round development related to cognitive, affective, psychomotor, body, mind and spirit. Development of body, physically fitness, smart, sound, psychologically sound, mentally sound, and spiritually, that is affectively very sound and smart. That is all-round development, means total development. These are the aim of education. So this is all about unit 9. Let us think unit 10. Aims and goal of education as per Western thoughts. Western thoughts, school of thoughts by James, a set of ideas that regarding reality, knowledge and value is known as ism. What is ism? Got a question asipare. Objective question sala asibo lekha. What is ism or thought? What is ism or thought? Ism or thought कहले हमें कौन बुझू? A set of idea. Ism or thought means a set of idea which is related to reality, knowledge and values. Reality, knowledge and values. A set of idea based on or related to based on reality, knowledge and values. Reality, knowledge ଆଉ value ଉପରେ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟବେସିତ ଗୋଟେ ଆଇଡିଆ କୁ ବା ଧାରଣା କୁ ଆମେ କହିଥାଉ thought বা ism. ମନେ ରହିଲା?
Yes, sir.
এটা very important. এই
Yes,
ବାକ୍ୟଟି
sir.
very important. ବହୁତ ଲୋକ ism କଣ thought କଣ କହିଲେ ସେ କହିପାରନ୍ତି ନାହିଁ. Ism ଆଉ thought is nothing. It is an idea. That idea is created how? Now our realization, our previous knowledge, our values. Okay. Three aspects of school of thoughts are very important in influencing the aims of practices of education. Three aspects of aims of. What are the three aspects? One is metaphysics, second one is epistemology, third one is axiology. ये तीन प्रकार schools, three branches of philosophy. आप कह जाए three branches of philosophy. Philosophy रो तीनटा branch अछि. कौन से branch? Repeat करो. तमे repeat करो.
Metaphysics,
Metaphysics,
axiology.
Axiology. Very good, very good. What is metaphysics? Metaphysics helps a person to understand the nature of reality. जने व्यक्ति को मेटाफिजिक्स साहाय्य करे कौन बुझिया पाई ता रियलिटी वास्तवता कौन वास्तव जीवन समझे ना बुझ पाइलनी epistemology deals with the nature of knowledge and its conditions. Epistemology says what is the nature of knowledge, what information you get, whether it is as per our culture, as per our religion, as per our practice or beyond that. That is epistemology. What is axiology? Now, axiology deals with ethics and aesthetics. Ethics हम जानिचे. There are professional ethics. Being a teacher, what are the different professional ethics? Being a doctor, what are the different professional ethics? The मूल्यबोध बोले हमें भी कहूचे. That's the aesthetic sense. सौंदर्य बोध. Both ethics and aesthetic is known as axiology. That is another branch of philosophy. So, ethics is concerned with the problem of values, morality, good and bad. Aesthetic explains beauty. Just नाम कहूली. Aesthetic is explains the beauty. सौंदर्य बोधता जोटा हम कहूचे. साइड रखिबा, सजाड़ी रखिबा. Keep your things orderly. Okay, you maintain neat and cleanness. Wear clean dresses. Cut the nails. Comb the hair. wash the foot and hand, move mouth before eating, after eating. So these are the sense of aesthetic values. Okay. So as we discussed, the three branches of philosophy is known as metaphysics, epistemology, and axiology. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Then idea. Then idea. Ideas are metaphysically prior to man's world. Ideas are metaphysically prior to man's world. Plato and Descartes are idealists. Husserl's Alford and Mannheim are phrenologists. ଏଠି ଟିକେ ମୁଁ କହି ରଖେ ତିନିଟା ଜିନିଷ ଲେଖ ନୋଟ କର ଆଇଡିଆଲିଜିମ ନ୍ୟାଚୁରାଲିଜିମ ପ୍ରାଗ୍ମାଟିଜିମ ଆଇଡିଆଲିଜିମ ନ୍ୟାଚୁରାଲିଜିମ ପ୍ରାଗ୍ମାଟିଜିମ ତିନିଟା ୱାର୍ଡ ଲେଖିଲ ସମସ୍ତେ ଖାତାରେ ଆଇଡିଆଲିଜିମ ନ୍ୟାଚୁରାଲିଜିମ ପ୍ରାଗ୍ମାଟିଜିମ ଲେଖିଲ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
Yes, sir.
ଆଚ୍ଛା ଗୋଟିଏ ଗୋଟିଏ ବାକ୍ୟରେ କିଏ ଏଇ ତିନିଟା ଆଗର କନସେପ୍ଟ କୁ କହିପାରିବ ଆଗରୁ ପଢିଛ ଯୋଉମାନେ ବିଡ୍ କରିଥିବ
Sir, identity means belief in God.
ଭେରି ଗୁଡ ଦେନ୍
Naturalism belief in nature.
your work
Pragmatism
nature means your work okay then
pragmatism means learning by doing. ये प्रकार
both God and work काम କରି ଚାଲ ଫଳ ନିଶ୍ଚିତ ମିଳିବ ଈଶ୍ୱର ତମକୁ ଫଳ ଦେବେ ଆଇଡିଆଲିଷ୍ଟ ମୁଁ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦଉଛି ଶୁଣ ମଜା ଲାଗିବ ହସ ଲାଗିବ always idealist feel or think what we should do ନା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆମେ ପରୀକ୍ଷାକୁ ଯାଉଛେ କଣ କରୁଛେ ନା ଏତେ ମେଞ୍ଚେ ସୁନ୍ଦର ମୁଣ୍ଡରେ ବୋଳି ଗୋଟେ ବିରାଟ ମୁଣ୍ଡିଆ ପ୍ରଭୁଙ୍କୁ ପକେଇ ଯାଉଛେ ପ୍ରଭୁ ମତେ ପରୀକ୍ଷାରେ ଫାର୍ଷ୍ଟ କ୍ଲାସ କରିଦିଅ we are not giving importance on our labor hard work but we are giving importance on praying the God प्रभु मते पुले नंबर दे दे मु फास्ट ए परीक्षा रे but naturalists say they do not go to the temple or God and goddess they are doing labor overnight राति अनिद्रा है कि सेमाने काम करथे पाठ पढथे am I clear
yes sir.
but those who are pragmatists they are doing labor and also praying God प्रभु मु परिश्रम करूची मो परिश्रम जे मते फलटे मिलु बुझेला it a very simple concept now we can discuss vividly what is idealism who are the supporter of idealism Plato Socrates Descartes Berkeley Fichte Hegel Kant Schelling এই মানে হউছন্তি সবু supporter of idealist
Sir, Gandhi ji bhi.
हाँ गांधी आमे वेस्टर्न फिलोसोफर कथा कहछि इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट टू असले गांधी कथा आसीबो ओके they stressed on mind and self leading to the belief and creation of the universe in a reflection of the mind से माने कहिसंती जे our mind is the creation of our universe our self mind is important idealism is a system that emphasizes the preeminent importance of mind soul and spirit तीनटा कथा कहै छै idealism माने कहिसंती mind soul and spirit and if you want to develop your mind soul and spirit you must be focused on you must be put your mind or everything at the foot of the God or goddess what are the aim of education na self realization aim of idealism is self realization आत्म सचेतन होची सबटु बड़ एटा निश्चित four stages of aim self realization are physical and biological, social relation or social values, mental self, and spiritual self. Similarly, cultivation of truth and beauty and goodness. अच्छा मते कहला ट्रुथ ब्यूटी गुडनेस तार अन्य भाषा की जानिछ ट्रुथ
ଶିବ
कोन
ସୁନ୍ଦର
सत्य ब्यूटी
ଶିବ ଏ ସୁନ୍ଦର ସୁନ୍ଦରମ୍
सत्य शिव सुंदर ला सत्य शिव सुंदर जो आमे कहूचे सत्य शिव सुंदर that is truth spirit a beauty and goodness ता अर्थ idealists opined our mind must be related to speaking truth. Always we should be good, not only for us but also for others. We should be maintain the pious life. The conscious mind creates good deeds in the society. So it also conjure the inborn nature into spiritual nature. आम अंतर्निहित जो गुण अच्छी ताको आमे खराब गुण को जाली पड़ी आमे स्पिरिचुअल गुण रे परिणत करिवा स्पिरिचुअल नेचर प्रिपरेशन फॉर ए होली लाइफ सो आइडियलिज्म टीचेस हाउ टू प्रिपेयर इज ए होली लाइफ हाउ टू प्रिपेयर द पायस लाइफ हाउ टू मेंटेन द पायस लाइफ development of intelligence and rationality in children. So to put the developmental attitude in the sense of improving the intelligence, personality, creativity, and other good qualities in the mind of the children. So that is the chief aim of education as per the philosophy of idealism. Then come to phenomenology. Phenomenology propounded by Edmund Husserl, the Western philosopher, Edmund Husserl, Alfred Searle, Manem, and others. What are the different aims of education? Develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society. केते बढ़िया कथा टे कहला develop the capacity to disseminate what acts and experiences are desirable as per culture and society. Disseminate means what? Who can say what is the meaning of disseminate? Yes, anybody? Distribute, very good. Divide, distribute, divide. जनकर कैपेसिटी थिबो डिवाइड करिया पई डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करिया पई कोन आर्ट्स एंड एक्सपीरियंसेस आम निजर मोर जे एबिलिटी अछि मोर जो एक्सपीरियंस निजर अछि ताकू मु डिसेमिनेट करि परिबी डिवाइड करि परिबी केमिति as per culture and society. Yes or no? Suppose I will go to a tribal pocket, tribal community. Their culture and their society is different from our Bhubaneswar culture and society. Yes or no?
yes sir
So, what culture I adopt here, is it appropriate in that area?
no sir
No. So I can disseminate my ability and as per their culture, as per their need of the society, I can behave. जदि बिहेव न करी मते से बांधी देबे मारी देबे बहुत कम्युनिटी अछंती ओ सेठी सर मारी की बांध देबे मार देबे सर हो ना नहीं
आज्ञा सर
you have to disseminate your ability. What is the need of that area, that society and community, that I can show. ମୁଁ ଥରେ ଗୁଜରାଟରେ ଥାଏ ଗୋଟେ ବିଏଡ୍ କଲେଜରେ ଅଧ୍ୟାପକ ମାନେ ବସିଛନ୍ତି, ମୁଁ ଆଉ ଜଣେ ଅଧ୍ୟାପକ ଆସୁଥିଲା, ଏପଟ ସେପଟ ହଉଥିଲା। ଆମେ ସବୁ କ'ଣ କହୁଛେ, ଆରେ କାହିଁ ସେ ଲଣ୍ଡସଣ୍ଡ ହଉଛୁ କିରେ, କହୁଛେ ନାଇଁ ଆମେ ବସିକି ପାଠ ପଢ଼ୁନୁ କରୁନୁ, ସେଠି କାହିଁ ଏପଟ ସେପଟ ହଉଛୁ, ଏପଟ ସେପଟ ଆମେ ଲଣ୍ଡସଣ୍ଡ ବି କହିଦଉଛେ ଲାଙ୍ଗୁଏଜ ନା ନାଇଁ, ସେଇଟା ଶୁଣିନ? ହ୍ୟାଲୋ,
ନାଇଁ ସେ ଶୁଣିନି।
ଶୁଣିନ? ହଁ, ନା ମୁଁ ପିଲାବେଳେ ଶୁଣିଛି, ଆମ ଏରିଆରେ ସବୁ କହନ୍ତି କାହିଁ ସେ ଲଣ୍ଡସଣ୍ଡ ହଉଛୁ, ବସ୍ ଚୁପଚାପ ହେଇକି। ଯେ ଏପଟ ଇହର ଆଣ୍ଡ ଦେୟାର ଯିଏ ବୁଲୁଥିବ ସେଠି, କୁଅଟେ ଥିବ କି କ'ଣ ଥିବ ଖରାପ ଜିନିଷ, ଏଠି ଏପଟ ସେପଟ ତାକୁ ସେ କହନ୍ତି। ମୁଁ ସେଇ କଥା କହିଦେଲି ହିନ୍ଦୀରେ, ଖଣ୍ଡି ହିନ୍ଦୀରେ, କିନ୍ତୁ ସେଇଟା ତାଙ୍କର ଗାଳି ବୋଲି ମୁଁ ଜାଣିନି। They thought bad, then I convinced, they be convinced also. So we have to understand the situation, the society, the social norms, the customs, and accordingly we can show our behavior. Understanding the role of authority in the educative process in a traditional way. In traditional way, authority's role is important, but in modern concept, no, role of authority is not important. Role of the individual is very important. Make individual free from get experiences, analyze them, think and then act upon. ଆମେ ଆଲାଉ କରିବା ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲ କୁ ସେ ଯାହା ଇନଫର୍ମେସନ ପାଇଲା ତାକୁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁ, ଆନାଲାଇଜ କରୁ, ଭାବୁ, ଅଗେନ ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁ, ଦେନ୍ ଟେକ୍ ଦି ଡିସିସନ ଟୁ ଆକ୍ଟ। କାମ କରିବା ପରେ କିଛି ଡିସିସନ। So developing an intuitive quality of mind. So our mind should be developed in some, ପଚାର।
So ହଉଛି sir.
Okay. So develop reflective consciousness to understand object, subjective, intuitive sources of knowledge. So there are different sources of knowledge. There is not a single source is there. So every source of knowledge should be utilized properly with our consciousness mind. आमे गोटे व्यक्ति बा पिला को एभली कॉन्शियस कर दबा, सचेतन कर दबा, जो सोर्स ता से अवेल करिवो सेथरु से नॉलेज ग्रास्प करिया को चाहिए। That interest and motivation, that intrinsic ability will be developed in the mind of the children. Next is experiences. So under experiences, empiricism is one. Empiricism is an attitude of mind. यदि के पचारिबो what is empiricism? It is nothing, it is an attitude of mind. आ मन जो अभिन्न attitude थाए, से attitude को हम empiricism कहते हैं. Not a specific school of philosophy, or philosophy is an attempt to systematize, explain and understand from the facts of experience. Bacon, Hobbes, Locke, Berkeley and Hume advocated this concept or empiricism. So it is a fact, it is the explanation, it is the systematic explanation or understanding of the individual of any thought or idea. According to this, aim of education is to instill the qualities as to be humane, friendly, and empirical understanding, having civil temper and wisdom. Quality should be humane. Humane अर्थ कौन? HUMANE. Humane. Yes. What is humane? Anyone?
ମାନବିକତା।
Very good. Yes. Good. Friendly. Our quality should be friendly. Not only humane but also friendly. Having empirical understanding and having a simple civil temper and wisdom, because we all are living with the civil society. We are the member of the civil society. As we are the member of the civil society, civil temper and wisdom is essential to develop the ability to understand simple ideas and then complex ideas. आमे सदा बेले कोन कहूचे? Teaching must be proceed from simple to complex. simple idea to complex idea. So this aim is also like that. Simple to complex, movement from simple to complex. It provides knowledge which has a higher degree of certainty and which is demonstrative. That type of knowledge should be imparted that have higher values. To develop the ability to distinguish between rational and empirical knowledge and to inculcate the scientific attitude and temper among the learners or students. This is the aim of empiricism. Second one is realism. Realism believes on reality, reality of our life. What is the reality? What is the truthfulness? What I udahante debi ei context re. Listen. Have you gone through the Sanskrit textbook of class 10?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just I
No, sir.
forgotten the topic, but the sense is this like that. Once the owner of the land climbed up area of the land, and when he climbed up to the up area, he invited the cowherd boys to eat the granny, eat the crops, or to feed the cows of the crops. But when he come down, he rebuked the people why they destroyed his crops. ବୁଝିପାରିଲା ନାହିଁ ଗୋଟେ ଜମିରେ ଥରେ ଜମିର ମାଲିକ ଥିଲା ତା ଜମିର ଗୋଟେ ପଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଉଚ୍ଚା ଜାଗା ଥିଲା ସେ ଉଚ୍ଚା ଜାଗାକୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଚଢି ଯାଉଥିଲା ସେ ଗାଈ ଚରାଳି ଲୋକକୁ ଡାକୁଥିଲା ରେ ଏସବୁ ଧାନ ହେଇଛି ଏରା ସବୁ ଖୁଆ ଶଶିଲ କାଣି କାସି ଖୁଆ ଗାଈ ମାନେ ଖାଆନ୍ତୁ ଯେତେବେଳେ ସେ ଓହ୍ଲେଇ ଆସୁଥିଲା ଗାଳି କରୁଥିଲା କଣ ରେ ମୁଁ ଫସଲ କରିଛି କଷ୍ଟ କରି ତମେ ଖୁଆଉଛି ନଷ୍ଟ କରୁଛ ଏଇ କଥାଟି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଏଇ ବାରମ୍ବାର ସେ ଉପରକୁ ଚଢିଲା ଯେତେବେଳେ ବାରମ୍ବାର ସେଇ ସେମ୍ ଘଟଣା ଘଟିଲା ଉଚ୍ଚା ଜାଗାକୁ ଲୋକ ଯାଉଛି ତାଙ୍କୁ ଇନଭାଇଟ୍ କରୁଛି ଓହ୍ଲେଇ ଆସିଲେ ସେ ଉଚ୍ଚା ଜାଗାରୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଗାଳି କରୁଛି ଦ ମ୍ୟାଟର ବ୍ରିଙ୍ଗ ଟୁ ଦି ନୋଟିସ୍ ଅଫ୍ ଦି କିଙ୍ଗ ଦେନ୍ ଦ କିଙ୍ଗ dug that place and they got the କଣ ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ କହୁଛେ the golden chair of Vikramaditya under the mud. ସେଟା ବିଷୟ ନାମ ଥିଲା ବିକ୍ରମାଦିତ୍ୟ ସିଂହାସନ ପ୍ରାପ୍ତି ନା କଣ ମନ ପଇଲା ମୋର ବିକ୍ରମାଦିତ୍ୟ ସିଂହାସନ ପ୍ରାପ୍ତି ଆଚ୍ଛା ଦେଖ ରାଜା ସେଇ ଲୋକଟାକୁ ଦଣ୍ଡ ନ ଦେଇ ସେ କାରଣ ଜାଣିବା ପାଇଁ ସେ ଉଚ୍ଚା ଜାଗାଟାକୁ ଖୋଳିଲେ ଦ୍ୟାଟ ଇଜ ରିଅଲିଜିମ୍ those who are believe on reality ସେଟା ଆଚ୍ଛା ଆମେ କହିବା କି ସେ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତିର ସେଟା ଦୋଷ ଥିଲା କି whether that was the fault of that man
No,
owner
sir.
of the land no it was the magical power of the land the chair the crown magical power of the crown on which he stood up କାରଣ ସେ ବିକ୍ରମାଦିତ୍ୟଙ୍କ ସିଂହାସନରେ ଯିଏ ବସୁଥିଲା ସେ ନ୍ୟାୟ ଚିନ୍ତା କରୁଥିଲା ନ୍ୟାୟ ଶାସନ କରୁଥିଲା ଓକେ so reality is very important in life like Milton John Locke Comenius Rothka Bertrand Russell the eminent philosophers they advocated the concept of realism What are the aim of education of realism? The aims were to develop the physical and mental powers of a child. Focus should be given on physical and mental power of the child. Pillar of physical mental power is important. Second, to make awareness of a child about the real world. What is the world now today? ଯଦି real world ଉପରେ ନ ଜାଣିବ ଏଇଭଳି ଏଇ FM କଲେଜ ଇସ୍ୟୁ ହବ এই ସବୁ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ପ୍ରକାର ଇସ୍ୟୁ ଘଟୁଛି ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଆମ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଏଭଳି ସୋସାଇଟି so we have to understand the real world ଆମେ ବାସ୍ତବ ଜୀବନକୁ ଚିନ୍ତା କରିବା ଦରକାର ସେଇ ଶିକ୍ଷା ପିଲା ପାଇଁ ଆବଶ୍ୟକ ଅଛି to provide the training of sense so every 5 sense organs should be mastered through training to develop the attitude of experimentation reality is vocational education so therefore as per the need of the time need of the hour today Government of India has given focus on the National Education Policy 2020. So vocational education is mandatory for each and every child from class 6. Then third one is naturalism. Here emphasis is given on nature and opposed to the idea of God and spirit. मैं तुमको कहती फास्ट रू आइडियालिज्म पढ़िया पूर्व कहती एटी गॉड आउ स्पिरिट ऊपर गुरुत्व दिया जीव नहीं इट इज गिवन स्ट्रेस ऑन योर वर्क so it is the idea of 18th century it gives a focus on to develop the capacity of self expression intelligence of self existence adaptation of to environment dinosaur we listen the dinosaur we never seen or have you seen dinosaur
No, sir.
have you seen vulture
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
most of you have not seen the vulture also during
Sir,
our,
ନନ୍ଦନକାନନ
No, sir. ନନ୍ଦନକାନନ ଅଛି।
no Nandankanan my question is near your home
Sir, near your home इधर है।
during our childhood every day we saw vultures every day we saw vultures but today we are never find a single vulture why crow now you never see the crow everywhere क्वचित कोठी गोटे थिबो घर चटिया चिल काऊ भल्चर जोगुडा की घर बाहर गदा गदा पक्षी थिले सेडा का हमें आजिकली गोटे देखिबा को पाउ नाहु because they cannot adjust or adapt to the environment so they died so breed destroyed deleted from the universe like dinosaur so every child should be trained educated to adapt in different new environment and situation बुझियाला आमे एतले बीएड एमए पाठ पढुतलु ए ऑनलाइन डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म किछि नथिला आमे कोन कलु ना ताकू निजे निजे सिखिलु न सिखिले आज तममान सहित मु इंटरेक्शन करि पार न थांती सो वी अडॉप्ट काली आउ कोन हबो नुवा व्यवस्था आसीबो टेक्नोलॉजिकली वी मस्ट हैव बी अडॉप्टेड वी हैव टू लर्न पर बहुत बंधु कहउछंदी ए सेडा को मते जणा नै सेडा किछि कुहनी so you are one day you will be deleted from the universe jona nai कहले हबनी you have to learn you have to know that is very important so adaptation of environment is very important that should be training should be imparted to the children then attainment of present and future happiness our happiness should be not limited to present situation it must be limited to the future also आमे आज दिन रे केवल हैप्पीनेस कहले हबनी आमे आसंता काली मध्ये हैप्पीनेस कथा चिंता करिबा प्रिजर्वेशन ऑफ कल्चरल हेरिटेज लाइक कोणार्क सन टेंपल जगन्नाथ टेंपल our all other cultural traditions have to be preserved from the generation to generation so that we can learn about the goodness, natural development, autonomous development. According to Rousseau, sense organs must be developed. According to Herbert Spencer, self-preservation is also very important. Self-preservation and preservation of a body and mind is also another important thing, according to Herbert Spencer. So this is all about naturalism theory, aims of education as per naturalism. Then deconstructionism. Deconstructionism. Dewey suggested the term reconstructionism for the first time in the year 1920. ଆମେ କାଲି ଜନ୍ ଡୁଇଙ୍କ କଥା ପଢୁଥିଲେ. A deconstructionism theory was developed by John Dewey. What are the aim of this philosophy?
Sir, ସେଟା sir.
कौन सुचित्रा सुचिश्री कौन कुआ
D ना री ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି ବହିରେ।
D for doctor.
ହଁ sir ବହିରେ rí
नहीं हेटा D नो हेटा D deconstructionism हैला, that is deconstructionism. What are the aim of education? And to promote a clear thought out program of social reform. Think about Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Lal Bal Pal, and other eminent freedom fighters and scholars of the then India. They fought against Satidaha system, child marriage. They fought for education of the women. These are the social reforms. So, through deconstructing theory says that the child should be imparted in such type of knowledge or education, they can bring social reform. They cannot live with stereotyping life. Development of powerful means possesses latently by the pupil. Social realization, capacity to examine the cultural heritage, education must nurture the goal, ability must be developed to translate ideas into practice. So these are the different aim of education is according to deconstructionism. Then existentialism. Existentialism. Existentialists propose, whether the slide is visible?
Yes sir.
Yes. So, existentialists propose a philosophical theory which is known as existentialism, which developed as a reaction against both naturalism and idealism. ମୁଁ କହିଛି ତମକୁ ପ୍ରଥମରୁ କହିଛି ନା କାହିଁନି? ନ୍ୟାଚୁରାଲିଜିମ୍ ଆଇଡିଆଲିଜିମ୍ ଯେମିତି ଆମେ ପ୍ରାଗ୍ମାଟିଜିମ୍ କଥା କହୁଥିଲେ ସେମିତି ଏକ୍ଜିଷ୍ଟେନ୍ସିଆଲିଜିମ୍ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେଇଆ. It is treated as the latest moment of European thought, and this philosophy is the newest to appear upon the intellectual scene. Who are the propounders? The Carl Jasper, Jean Paul, Faraday, Sartre. They have been contributed towards the development of existentialism. So what are the aims? Now, to impart knowledge of self-existence. जड़े केमती एक्जिस्ट करिवो, सर्वाइव करिवो, सेही स्किल बा कला जानिबा दरकार. To develop all aspect of his inner self or inner feeling or emotion thinking. वो निजर कोन feelings अछि, thinking अछि, emotions अछि, that must be learned or understood. It also advocates the development of individual awareness. To make personal and subjective, emotional, aesthetic values. Open learning environment for this self-expression is also another important point of aims of education. Along with virtual life is very important according to this theory. What is virtual life? What is virtual life? Who can say? Freedom, self-examination, self-awareness, humanism, inner peace and self-realization. These are the examples of virtual life. जनक जीवन रे फ्रीडम थिबो ना नहीं ताकू वाटर टाइट कंपार्टमेंट रखिबा हैं अरे फ्रीडम दरकार ना वाटर टाइट कंपार्टमेंट दरकार
फ्रीडम दरकार
फ्रीडम दरकार
यस सेल्फ एग्जामिनेशन निजुक निजे जने एग्जामिन करि पारुथिबो सेल्फ अवेयरनेस ह्यूमनिज्म इनर पीस और सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन ये सब गुण गुड़ा कहूची वर्चुअल लाइफ देन pragmatism चार्ल्स एस विलियम जेम्स जॉर्ज हर्बर्ट जॉन ड्यूई बर्ट्रैंड रसेल these philosophers are the exponents of pragmatism theory. This pragmatism theory has four important forms of pragmatism. चारिटा फॉर्म अछि कोन humanistic pragmatism. All truth are human truth to be verified on the criterion of reality. All truths are human truth ना inhuman truth. अरे जीवन रे संसार जेते सत्य अछि ह्यूमन मानकर सत्य ना इनह्यूमन मानकर सत्य human yes it is related to human being. Experimental pragmatism experimental pragmatism truth is that which may be experimentally proved. बाल्टीए पानी नवा एते बड़ सोलटे पकेबा ताटू छोट पथरटे पकेबा बा समान ओजन गोटे सोल नवा समान ओजन गोटे पथर नवा दीटा को पानी रे पकेबा देखिबा पथरटी बुडी गला सोलटा भासुची तेणु दैट इज एक्सपेरिमेंटल प्रैग्मेटिज्म सेतक निजे करी की जानला परे मु जानिली जे पथरटी पानी रे बुडे सोलटी पानी रे भासे दैट इज एक्सपेरिमेंटल प्रैग्मेटिज्म सारे कहि देले मु सुनी कि बुझी जी मन रखि देबी दैट इज रॉन्ग I listen and do it, experiment it, demonstrate it. If I come to the conclusion, that is known as experimental pragmatism. Nominalist pragmatism. The results of an experiment are always particular and concrete, never general and abstract. That is nominalist pragmatism. तुम्हें करूचो एक्सपेरिमेंट मु देखिली ऑब्जर्व कली मु से कथा तो मु एक्सपेरिमेंट न कले भी तको एक्सेप्ट कली. Biological pragmatism. The ultimate aim of all knowledge is harmful of man with his environment. एभली चारि भाग रे four important forms of pragmatism has been discussed in your model. Then, according to this philosophy, aim of education is to cultivate the dynamic and adaptable mind of the children, develop the personality of a child, which may help the child to restructure his experience to solve problems through experimentation. The growth and development of a child, but the forms and standard of these are not pre-existing, based on present and future and must be subject to modification. सदाबले हमें present future कथा चिंता करिबा किंतु it is must be modified in future as per need. These are all about pragmatism views. Another what is logical positivism. What is logical positivism? के कहि परिबो
सर प्रीवियस स्लाइड टा टिके काढी इंसर्ट नहीं था प्रीवियस स्लाइड टा टिके देखो सर
एम सब एजुकेशन गला
ओके
रे गोटे रहि जाई छी रा कहूँ एटा रही जाइए analyst some analyst like G.C. Moore, Russell, they describe the logical structure that underlines language usage. And the aim of education is education must promote the intellectual and social development of the individual. The scientific attitude of open-mindedness and of subjectivity should be developed through education. The ability to withhold one's judgment until the relevant data are collected should be developed. The structure of experiences may be provided in school to make judgment verifiable. Emphasis must be given on knowledge and proposition that can be verified. So these are the different aim of analysts. Analyst माने विभिन्न कथा को हम एनालाइज करिवा, विभिन्न तथ्य को सुनिबा सहित एनालाइज करिक ताऊ ग्रहण करिवा. Logical positivism, this is the logical positivism is a philosophical thinking of the 20th century. The scholars of this theory are H. Feigl, P. Frank, A.J. Ayer, Otto Neutral. These are the scholars. They were from London and supported this thinking. As per this logical positivism, aim of education is to emphasize upon the developing conceptual clarity. এটা ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ କଥାଟେ ସେ କହିଥିଲେ. Unless and until the child's concept has not been cleared, the child has not understood the fact clearly, it is not possible for the development or the better achievement of the child. जे पर्यंत पिलाटे concept clear ହେଇନି, ବୁଝିନି fact ଟା କ'ଣ, ଆମେ କେବେ କହି ପାରିବା ନାହିଁ ଯେ ପିଲାର achievement ଟା ବଢିବ ବୋଲି. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
ତେଣୁ ଏଇଠି କୁହ, in logical positivism theory, how can we develop the conceptual clarity of the child? You can say, you give your experience, share your experience. How can Ranjan Kumar Naik खाली join करूची, leave करूची, join करूची, तार network problem ने कौन issues थाई पारे. Kuh. Anybody? How can we do it? Yes? We go very funny. Can you say or not?
No, sir.
Okay, listen. Mane rakho ei katha. Always allow the children to put different questions. For conceptual clarity of the child, it is very important. Every child is allowed to put questions on the particular area. Okay?
Okay,
The
sir.
children have been encouraged to put the questions, their doubts. Second, use lively teaching learning material. Say the examples related to the child. Hele conceptual clarity asibo. Developing an ability to make a language analysis so that meaningful and sensible conclusion may be drawn. All-round development of the personality of a child is given importance. Sabu theory कहते all-round development कथा. To impart education through the method of language analysis. Basically, mother tongue is the very important language of the children. That is very, very important. Mother tongue. This is all about Unit 11 and different theories. Then Unit 10. Now we are in Unit 11. Aims and goals of education, that is modern Indian context. हमें ancient और medieval कथा आलोचना कर देले. एबे हमर आलोचना विषय होची modern Indian after
ସାର୍
from the British କୁହ
ସାର୍
ହଁ
ସାର୍ ଆପଣ
କହୁନ
କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ପାଟର୍ନ ଡିସ୍କସନ କରିବେ ବୋଲି କହିଥିଲେ ମନେ ପକେଇ ଦେବା ପାଇଁ।
କେତେବେଳେ କହିଥିଲି ମନେ ପକେଇବାକୁ ମୁଁ କହିଥିଲି 1.5 ଘଣ୍ଟା ପରେ ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ଗଲାଣି କେତେ 6:45 ହେଲାଣି ମନେ ପକଉଛ
ସାର୍ ଭୁଲି ଯାଇଥିଲି।
ଆଃ ତାପରେ ମୁଁ 5-7 ମିନିଟ୍ ଥିବ କାରଣ ଏମଏର ଆଉ ଦିଟା କ୍ଲାସ୍ ରେକର୍ଡିଂ ଅନ୍ କରିବି ସେ ଯୋଉ 5-7 ମିନିଟ୍ ଥିବ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ତେଣୁ ଖାଲି ମୁଁ ଟିକେ କହିଦଉଛି କାଲି ଆଉ ଟିକେ ଡିଟେଲ ଆଲୋଚନା କରିବା ଶୁଣ ମୁଁ ଏଠି ଟିକେ ଏଇ ସ୍ଲାଇଡ୍ ଟା ଆଲୋଚନା କରିକି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ କଥା କହିଦଉଛି
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍।
ଓକେ the modern period started from note it and remember it from the British East India Company period এই जो एजुकेशनल थॉट्स एंड फिलोसफी কথা ଆମେ ଆଲୋଚନା କରୁଛେ ବ୍ରିଟିଶ ଇଷ୍ଟ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ କମ୍ପାନୀ ଯେବେଠାରୁ ଶିକ୍ଷା କଥା ଚିନ୍ତା କଲା କେବେ ନା 1813 British East India Company ruled over India and the company administration included the education of the people, the children in their administration from the year 1813. From that year, we can discuss that is modern Indian context. That is known as modern Indian. ଯଦି क्वेश्चन ଆସିଲା କି ପଚାରଲା modern India context କୋଉଠୁ କୋଉ ମସିହାରୁ ବୋଲି କହିବ ହାଁ
1813
1813 ସେଇ କଥା very good 1813 so during this period 1813 to 1854 it was a very important period in our country there was a great dilemma controversy debate about the system of education in our country Lord Macaulay strongly propagated the western culture among native Indians and desired to create a class of persons who would be Indians in blood and color, but English in taste, in opinion, in moral and intellect. Lord Macaulay, এই বাক্যটাকে মনে রাখো, it is very, very important. Macaulay wanted to make Indians in blood and color. ଆମ ରକ୍ତ ରଙ୍ଗରେ ଆମେ କେବଳ ଭାରତୀୟ ରହିବା. But we became English in our taste, in our opinion, in our moral, in our intellect. ହେଇନି କି ପିଲା ଆଜି ସେଇଆ ମାକଲେ ଯାହା ଚାହିଁଥିଲେ ହେଇଛି ନା ନାହିଁ ଆଜିର ଦିନ କଥା ଚିନ୍ତା କଲ ନା ହେଇନି ହ୍ୟାଲୋ ଆରେ ମାକଲେ ଯାହା ଚାହିଁଥିଲେ ସେଇଆ ଆମେ ହେଇଛି ନା ନାହିଁ ଆଜି ଦିନରେ
Yes sir.
ଆମର କଲରଟା ଭାରତୀୟ ବ୍ଲଡଟା ଭାରତୀୟ ହେଇକି ଅଛି our taste is in English ମୁଁ ଯଦି ଭଲ ବାହାରକୁ ଯାଇଛି ଓଡ଼ିଆର ପରିଚୟ ଦେଲି ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ସେ କଥା ହବନି ସେ ଇଂଲିଶରେ କଥା ହବ ମୁଁ ଫୁଟ୍ ଫାଟ୍ ସୁଠା ନାଇଁ our
ଆଜ୍ଞା
taste
ସାର୍।
is in English our opinion is in English our
Yes sir.
moral and intellect is also English ଯେ ଇଂଲିଶ ଭଲ କହୁଛି ଇଂଲିଶ ଭଲ ପଢୁଛି ତାକୁ ଭାରି ଆଦର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଯିଏ ଭଲ କରୁଛି ତାକୁ ଅଣା ଆଦର ସେକେଣ୍ଡ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଡ୍ରେସ ପିନ୍ଧୁଛେ ଆଜିକାଲି ଦିନରେ ଡ୍ରେସ କୋଉ ଡ୍ରେସ କାହାର ଇଂଲିଶ ଡ୍ରେସ ପିନ୍ଧୁଛେ ତେଣୁ ଚାଖେଣ୍ଡେ ଚାଖେଣ୍ଡେ ଡ୍ରେସ ପିନ୍ଧୁଛେ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ଚୁଟି କାଟୁଛେ କୋଉଠି ସେ ବେଲା କଟ ଚୁଟି କାଟିଲେଣି କୋଉଠି ଆଉ କଣ କଣ ସବୁ କଟ ଚୁଟି କାଟିଲେଣି so these are not Indian culture these were the wantings of Macaulay's reflection ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଏସବୁ କୁକୁର ମାଙ୍କଡ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରକୃତି ଏରା ସବୁ Macaulay's reflection the other school of thought believed in a synthesis of Western and Western by spreading Western science and knowledge through the spoken language of the people. This conflict between the two groups landed in the government in a dilemma as to what would be the major object of educational policy to spread Western knowledge or to preserve Eastern learning. Wood's Education Dispatch of 1854 to spread Western knowledge and science among the all Indians. And today, our education system is also based on British education system. आज दिन रे हमर प्रशासन हमर शासन ब्रिटिश आईन पर एबे चेंज हला अरे जो सीपीसी सीआरपीसी प्रोसीजरल लॉ गुडा जो थला एविडेंस एक्ट ब्रिटिश हमलु जहा चलथला एबे चेंज कले भारत सरकार देश केते वर्ष स्वाधीनता पर्यंत से ब्रिटिश के हम फॉलो करतले सो आवर टेस्ट our moral our intellect our opinion is British is English this was the thought of Lord Macaulay समझे so in next class after हमें discussion करिबा just discussion करिया ଗୋଟେ question answer କଥା आलोचना करिया एटा just close कर दोची okay okay खाली पैटर्न टा कहि दोची काली विविडली आलोचना करिबा तमे कोन करिवो ऑलवेज क्वेश्चन जहा पचारुची तमे सेया ही लिखिबा को चेष्टा करिवो फॉर एग्जांपल सपोज देयर इज ए क्वेश्चन डिस्कस अबाउट द फिलोसॉफिकल थॉट ऑफ pragmatism and what are the aim of education which are reflected in the present day society what question आसिला तने एठी कोन करिवो ना इंट्रोडक्शन लिखिबो मीनिंग व्हाट इज जोटा हम फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन ता थला बीटा थला कोन फर्स्ट बीटा कोन थला मीनिंग और कांसेप्ट
फिलोसॉफिकल प्रैग्मेटिज्म
कांसेप्ट मीनिंग टा लिखिबो तापर तार एम्स गुडा को लिखिबो प्रत्येक एम्स को निजस्व एग्जांपल दे के एक्सप्लेन करिवो लास्ट रे से एम्स को नहीं के हमर वर्तमान शिक्षा व्यवस्था हमर एनईपी 2020 आधार रे हमर क्लासरूम रो जो एक्टिविटीज केमिति रिफ्लेक्ट होउची वास्तव तम अनुभूति रो एटा एप्लीकेशन टाइप क्वेश्चन हे गला से कथाटा को लिखिबो तापर कंक्लूजन यदि एई भले आंसर टी दल ताहाले द आंसर विल बी कंप्लीट ए भले आंसर देले से आंसर टा कंप्लीट बोले हम कहिबा